You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast, where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 233.
233, man. Simply Record Ralph this week.
Talk about it. Listen, new listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated, the podcast. Twitter is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the Podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. And if you want to follow us individually, I'm the Mind of Ralph across your social media platforms.
On Twitter, I'm JON, 2_B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Also, special shout out to WDJY-FM 99.1 in Atlanta.
ATL, ho.
Shout out to OS Gang down there in Georgia, man. Ralph, we back, man. Just hit a round of applause just because we are here.
Yes.
My guy, another week.
I'm feeling real zen, man. Feeling
Real
real
zen.
great. Yeah, man.
I love it.
I think it happens when you actually get rest as a watch nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you actually get some rest under your belt. Like, I actually feel good, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, first of all, I love to hear it.
Right.
I love to hear it.
I just been getting up. Like, I get up at the crack of dawn. Like, hey, I even did a morning gym session. I was like, oh.
Listen, it's been 6 months of us talking about like being uncles and being washed.
Yeah.
And it's phenomenal.
Like getting up
it's phenomenal.
Like getting up before the sun does, going working out.
Getting to it. Listen,
Yeah.
it's something about waking up before the sun rises, right?
Yeah.
That it feels different. It
Yeah.
really feels different. It's like you get to talk to yourself, you get to talk to your higher power. Like you get to just get settled into the day, right?
Yeah.
You get to think about whatever things you need to accomplish for the day. You get to put things into perspective, put it in order, and it makes the day run smoother.
No, it
like
really,
so much smoother.
It really does, and that comes with our watch day.
Hey,
because we so used to waking up and getting to it, but now it's kind of like you have to sit and kind of recalibrate yourself after sleep. Like you said, stretch, talk to the higher power, do
all
what
that
you need to do to get yourself together for the day.
I love it, man.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine. I love it.
What about you?
I mean, shoot, I'm almost in the same boat. I mean, even after a long night out last night, just today, just being able to like maybe get a few extra hours of sleep and get up and do some household I don't want to say chores, but like just the little house projects, little house projects around the house. I'm trying to do stuff to my back patio, so it's small wins, man. A bunch of small wins end up being something great, and I think that's the path I'm on currently, right?
Yeah, celebrate those small wins.
Yeah, man. I'm doing so many minor projects and updates to the house right now. I think by the end of the summer, it might look a little different here.
Okay,
might look a little different. So I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
So, but again, that's watch life, baby. These are the things that excite me.
Yeah,
these are the things that excite me.
And let's talk about some other things that should excite us, right?
Yeah,
because it's June, it's summer. Like
summer
is
officially
here.
Right.
Officially, right? So there are so many TV shows that's hitting the airwaves this month alone.
Word.
I know Johnny has his fave. I have a fave,
Mm-hmm.
and then we both have something that we might mutually watch together.
Yes, sir.
So I know Johnny is very excited about the season, The Boys,
season 4, The Boys. Yeah, man, especially coming off of the spinoff Gen V. I think that was
so the spinoff kind of like ties into the plot. Okay,
like the events in Gen V, season 1 of Gen V, directly lead into season 4 of The Boys.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the ending of Gen V leads right into what's happening in season 4,
mm-hmm.
and I'm really looking forward to it. And the producers, writers, or whoever's in charge of The Boys, they do a really great job at marketing. Like Vault, who's like the corporation over everything in the boys. They have like a real Twitter page, so like they do periodic updates on like Homelander and the members of the Seven, like on as if it was real, as if things are going. So the promotion for it has been amazing.
Yeah.
Not to mention Homelander is in Mortal Kombat 1. Like, so you could play as Homelander. So it's like they always do a great job in continuing their promotion even when they're off season.
Yeah,
which is pretty dope. So yeah, man, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
But
which
House
of
the motherfucking Dragon is back. Fuck you talking?
It's bike.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go back to Westeros. Yeah. Yeah. The Dragons is back. Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
I'm just saying. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting on this. You remember how
has it been 2 years?
Yes. Well, hold on. Wait. Yes, it's been 2 years because we talked about, when was She-Hulk? Was that last year?
She-Hulk was last year.
Okay, well, never mind. It was then.
Wow.
Well,
because I know like the writer's strike and stuff, but they weren't really affected, right?
It doesn't affect the EU artists, the EU
Got
actors.
it.
So they got a whole different union. So, hey, listen. I am so happy about show.
Damn, it was 2 years.
Oh, it was 2 years?
August 21st through October 23rd, 2022.
For
season 1 of House of Dragon.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah, because it takes a while for that stuff to get. Yeah, it can't be that can't be done in a
Yeah.
year.
Damn,
Just the story. The writing. The writing takes itself. Then you got the actors. You got all that immaculate stuff that they do on set. The wardrobe. The CGI with the dragon. Yeah, that thing is real.
Man, that's dope.
We back, yo. That's all I got to say, yo.
We here, baby.
Yeah, then season 3 of The Bear for those that are interested in that. Power, book 2. Season 4, Ghost. I know
that's a mouthful.
That's a lot, right? But it's back, and this is his final season. And I mean, if you're used to typical Power stuff, hey, they was cooking the first episode.
I was going to ask you because I've seen the timeline been half and half on episode 1. A lot of people saying it was trash, but a lot saying it was fire.
Well, listen, the show itself is trash. Like the show itself is. So if I just suspend certain realities and just understand that this is what it is,
right?
Okay,
that's what's up.
But no, they was cooking this first episode.
I'm looking to see what other shows are coming out this summer that we may want to get into, but there ain't really too much else that I'm familiar with, honestly.
Yeah.
So just taking a look. I mean, the Olympics, but do we really care?
I mean, yeah. To an extent.
There's a new animated Batman series coming out called Batman Caped Crusader. I believe that's going to be on Prime, Amazon Prime. That starts August 1st. Yeah, I'm not really seeing too much anything else. So, I mean, those shows, I know you're really looking forward to House of Dragon, but yeah, the boys and the bear, you know, it's gonna be a lit summer. It's gonna be a lit summer. So,
absolutely
looking forward to it. Even with Bad Boys is out. Shout out to Bad Boys doing numbers on their opening weekend. I know Deadpool and Wolverine will be out the end of July. So, I mean, even summer movies are starting to heat up, kind of. So, yeah, man. It's definitely summer.
Yeah, it's definitely
summer.
What we doing, Johnny? Off the dome?
Off the dome.
I'll go first.
Let's do it.
Now, coming off the heels of the Sister Act 2 reunion on The View.
Yes, sir.
It was a dope reunion. Did you get a chance to see it?
I've seen clips.
Okay.
I haven't watched the whole performance.
Oh, okay.
But I saw Whoopi dressed up.
Well, no, I mean I don't watch The View. I saw the clips and then I saw the interview where the cast, the adult part of the cast, the producers, like the music arrangers, and the kids that are now adults that were a part of it, just kind of give Whoopi her flowers. But long story short, great reunion. Is there any movie that you would like to see a reunion for? It doesn't have to be anything that was kind of like a musical based film to where you get musical numbers out of the reunion, but is there a reunion of castmates you would like to see and them relive and tell the stories of what happened on set?
That's a great question. It's one that's coming directly to my brain, but only because it's a musical. And it's like, do I really want to see that? I mean, I wouldn't be mad at seeing it, but it's something I would really be looking forward to. Man, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna just say it because I can't think of nothing else. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking the cast of Dreamgirls.
Okay.
Like having that star-studded cast come back together to recant, you know, or talk about the process and making the movie and being around each other, because just about everyone in that movie is a superstar in their own right.
Mhm.
So to have that many superstars together for a reunion and then talk about what it was like to work with one another, because you have somebody like Eddie Murphy, right, who's been a superstar in comedy and film and things like that for 30 plus years, and then we got Beyonce, who's like the super mega star of music and continues to be so today. So you have both entertainers but from different backgrounds and things like that, and it's like, what was it like to work with each other? Then Jennifer Hudson, like, damn, now I'm talking about that, would be super fire to see. That would be super fire to see. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Dreamgirls.
Yeah. That would be fire, but I know it'll never happen. That's the thing, right? Because even with Sister Act 2, and I'll get to my answer, it was just like, there was clear like people that weren't there, like I allow Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill being the biggest star from that film, and then everybody else kind of subsequent. Even Jennifer Love Hewitt, nobody knew who she was, but she was there. Unless she was in the film. Yeah. So certain things like that, but we won't see Jennifer Love Hewitt, no way. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm off that. My film is actually it's kind of like it's a comedy, but it's just weird because like I don't think it gets the props it deserves, but it has a great cast. And I'm thinking Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins.
Oh, okay.
Like, because only people that would not be here to obviously get their flowers or to tell their stories is Michael Clark Duncan, may he rest in peace. But everybody else, Mike else, obviously Martin Lawrence, Monique, James Earl Jones is still with us. I forgot the mother's name, but I really loved her. Yeah. You got Joy Bryant. It's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in there.
Damn, that's dope.
So I would love to hear just that point of view from that film. You know what I'm saying? What do you think? Like, how does it hold up in the culture? Because I think it's just like a black film that we like. I don't know how. You know what I'm saying? Cedric the Entertainer. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people in there.
Right. That's a phenomenal answer. Yeah. Hey, it's what happens when you can think about your answer. not on the spot, right? No, okay. So for my off the dome, right, I kind of got a follow-up to my off the dome from last week. Okay. So last week I asked if you were guaranteed to win a fight against a famous person, who would you pick, right? But so I'm gonna kind of remix it. Okay. So now I'm gonna ask, if you had a chance to fight one celebrity and win to take all of their money, who would you fight? Now, if you got to think, I can give my answer.
Give me your answer.
All right. I feel like this is kind of a layup, but Stevie Wonder.
That's where I was going to.
Yo, that's so funny.
It was so petty. Like, that's to see that. Like,
but I mean, shit. Hey, you posed
a question. I mean, okay. Yes, he does count as celebrity because niggas that are CEOs are celebrities. So I'm gonna say Elon Musk. Something about him, I want to punch him in the face.
Man, look.
So if I can,
Elon Musk is an android. He's not a real person, man. Like that's crazy.
Running down on Elon Musk.
Him, Mark Zuckerberg, all of them. Damn.
One of them geeks ain't got hands.
None of them might.
I don't know.
At one point,
I think Mark Zuckerberg might know like Tai Chi or some shit. I don't know. Elon Musk,
he probably did train with some monks or something.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, man, that's off the dome.
Yeah, people, that's off the dome. So let us know if you had a chance to see any movie reunion, who would it be and why?
All right, and then you fight one celebrity, and if you win, you take all of their money. Who would you choose? Let us know.
OS gang, what's happening, family and kinfolk? We got a few topics here on the OS news docket this week. First, we're going to start with some troubling news in the entertainment business. Another kind of Me Too type of story is out about one of our biggest artists and songwriters, The Dream, known as, I think it's formerly known as Terrius Nash. His name used to be Nash, but I think he changed it. However, he is actually accused of rape, battery, and sex trafficking allegations in a new lawsuit. Johnny.
Man, we keep saying every time, every time a story like this comes up, we keep saying Cat Williams opened the portal for this year. Yeah. And as time goes on in 2024, we keep hearing similar stories about these people who have been such figureheads in the music industry, in the entertainment industry, right?
Yeah.
And the next person is Dream. I mean, it's we never think the people that we hold dearly, that we love their music, their penmanship, everything that they do so well. We never think about them as a person for real, right? Now, this is not me saying that he did what he's accused of. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I mean, at this point, can we really put anything past anybody? I don't know.
That's the thing, and that's why I'm not gonna sit here and try to go through the defense of anybody
Yeah.
at this point. It's kind of like it is what it is. Yes, has a Dream of written songs for some of the biggest pop stars that we've known. Yes,
Absolutely.
The man has a golden pen. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is what it is.
Ain't no way around it.
It ain't no way around it. And then he has, his own collection of songs that people may enjoy. So that's another thing. So let's kind of get away from the cancellation talk. You know what I'm saying? Not to say we're having that, but I know that's the first thing people say.
Of course.
But what he's being accused of is very, very serious. So there was a artist underneath his wing that I want to give her name. It's Shanaz Mangrove. She actually met the Dream back in 2015. They developed a artistry relationship, like mentor-mentee type of situation, and then comes the rest of everything else that we're talking about. Just her being forced into a relationship. It almost sounds Diddy-esque when you read the article of what she had to endure. So if Dream was kicking it like that, and this is the first time we're hearing about it, you know what I'm saying? Not to say it's not true,
right?
Because Dream got babies all over the place. So it's like,
I know. It's just,
it's like, but this is the first time we're hearing about it. So we're not surely, I'm not sure where to go with this. Like,
Yeah, me either. And I think the one thing that I think we as a whole, as a culture, right, are starting to get away from, at least in some aspects, is victim blaming when it comes to these types of situations. So I'm glad not to have seen as much victim blaming as we've seen in the past, right? Of course, it can always be better, but you never know the type of trauma, whatever a victim goes through in these types of situations, right? Which would cause them to hold on for something for so long, because having it come out would bring back up all those negative memories, just things that person has gone through. So, if any of these accusations are true, whatever her reasoning is for coming forward now, that's between herself and her higher power, right? Yeah. So, I mean, if this goes to trial, maybe they choose to settle out of court. I have no idea, but hopefully she gets the justice that she deserves, So yeah. I mean, I guess more to come from this, but I don't think this is the last of these types of accusations against artists. Like I think this is just going to keep continuing. It's going to keep continuing.
It's so many ways we can go with this conversation, but I'll just ask straight up: do you think, knowing the type of person that Dream has presented himself to be, do you think that he settles out of court?
Most likely. Okay. Most likely. I mean,
because you're going to deny what you're going to deny.
Yeah.
But he's not being brought up on criminal charges. It's just a lawsuit.
Right. And I mean, I don't think it's something that this is not something that you want to have dragged out, right? Like you want to try to get this done and over with as soon as possible. And I think settling would be the fastest way.
Okay.
Just to get, just to get it off you.
Just get it off you.
Yeah.
And what if it proves not to be true?
I know
not that I'm
good. Well, no,
I'm not looking for an aha moment.
Right. No, got you. And I mean, I don't know if we've actually come out and say this, maybe alluded to it at some point, but I'll speak from my perspective. Like, for these types of accusations to be put on, let's just say people, I don't want to say only men, but for these types of accusations to falsely be put on people, the person making these accusations needs jail time.
Yeah.
Like, because like we've talked about before, these types of accusations follow a person forever. Even if they're false, right? You have still been accused of such heinous crimes. So now that's something that stains you forever, and you could lose potential sponsorships. You could just lose out on revenue or any other types of positive things to your life because of said accusations.
Yeah. And I think just this ties into it, but I believe Kanye was being sued for something not as heinous, but definitely like sexual assault, like something, something in the space, right?
I saw that.
But I think the reason why it almost got stepped on is because he's countersuing.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, not today.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, nah, you can play with me. You know what I mean? Play with somebody else. Don't play with me.
That's right.
So
that's right.
these other people's just like Dream is just like, I ain't do nothing.
Right.
And you know,
so
I didn't do nothing ain't enough. For these days, I didn't do nothing ain't enough.
It's not enough.
And
Lois the Keys going to court and beating the case ain't enough either.
Nah, because
in a lot of cases,
in a lot of people's eyes, you did that shit.
Yeah.
And that depends on if they like you enough. And the fact that he's attached to Beyonce.
Yep.
I don't know.
Now, my conspiracy brain is at work.
Oh yeah, let it cook.
Do you think this is the first step in trying to get to Jay-Z and Beyonce?
Oh, yeah.
But because
yeah,
but
because Dream is all over Cowboy Carter. And name any Beyonce album.
There you go.
After 2009, Dream has had a hand, foot, toenail, something in it, and Jay-Z too. Like, so it's kind of like Dream has the house number.
Yep.
Like
Speed.
Beyonce pays Dream not to work, so he's on retainer for her.
Yes, sir.
So it's always going to be like, well, did Beyonce know? Probably no. Fuck no. What kind of fucking question is that? No.
Like, because you know they gonna ask. You know they gonna ask.
That's why Beyonce and Jay don't do interviews.
Nothing.
Like, because that's gonna be a question. Did you know about Dream? No. The nigga writes songs.
I had a dream.
Like,
shit, what you mean?
But you know that's how the game works. So now that's insane, man. But speaking of something insane, more Diddy news. I was trying to go a week without mentioning Diddy or Drake, right? But somehow it always
listen. And this year it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
So Howard University, one of the most well-known HBCUs, has giving back, revoked. That's the word, revoked his honorary doctorate degree and giving back $1 million donation that he gave to the university. Johnny, what do you have to say about that?
I feel you, Howard. I mean, listen, for everything that has come out against Diddy this year, like, I understand Howard and wanting to distance themselves from Diddy. Because in the past, Diddy has been such a major figure, partner, or whatever you want to call it, with Howard University. Like, the ties run deep between Howard and Diddy, right? So because people almost know Diddy to be like a Howard, alum, have an honorary degree, make donations, attend homecomings and things like that, Howard is at a point where they feel like, just like all the other companies and partners that Diddy had, got to distance themselves. You got to. It's I guess it's a smart business move.
Yeah.
And you know how bad you got to mess up for a university to get money back.
That's I'm gonna get to that. But let's start here, right? You can't wash this thing off. Like, yeah, you took away the honorary degree, and he's not technically an alum because he never graduated from college, but he's arguably your most famous alum.
For sure.
Like he those, like you said, that stuff runs deep. He took Biggie to Howard.
That's, man.
So Biggie was down there performing for a homecoming, bro. So no. I know what you tried. I know what you tried. But that laundry list of alums that's Howard University that's littered throughout Black entertainment. I ain't even gonna talk about the arts, the sports, and the other stuff. Let's talk about entertainment.
That's it, man.
Yes, his name is next to Chadwick Boseman, and I know that's fucked up to say Felicia Rashad, like people that actually did good. You know what I'm saying? Like, right. And that's just what I can think about the top of my head.
Right, man.
So no, you can't wash this thing off. Like, yeah, the honorary doctorate, cool.
I guess.
So is BET go take back the Lifetime Achievement Award? I don't like, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, Lois the Keys, like
rescind the.
I would say if information continues to come out against Diddy as it already has for the rest of this year, BET absolutely they gonna put out a whole press release on that. TV, YouTube, like they gonna have whoever this. I don't know who the CEO is at the moment, but everybody's gonna. Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, I can receive an honorary degree, but something I actually earned. Hey, all right, bro. Stop.
Oh no,
man,
no.
stop,
You
stop.
listen. If I actually paid my tuition to get this degree, you can't take that back.
No, you can't take that back.
Nah.
And then the other thing, like we're giving back money, Howard. Didn't you guys have like a dormitory issue, like for the students there?
They
So
sure
we
did.
can
They sure
we can
did.
give back $1 million. Like we can find $1 million
to give back,
knowing
you already spent it.
knowing you didn't spend it,
Not on the dorms,
but not on the dorms. All right.
Listen,
Like, that's the shit I don't be liking. Nah.
Their budget goes towards homecoming every year.
And as a fucking HBCU alum, that shit is nasty because we know what it's like if the dorms ain't right or certain things on campus ain't right for us.
Absolutely.
But you found $1 million USD USD to give back. Like, so you got $1 million to give back. Bro,
y'all giving them kids tuition back.
Man, that's crazy.
55 students can't have scholarships now because
Right.
you giving them $1 million.
Ain't no fish fry Friday this week. Goddamn.
Ain't no wing Wednesday.
No, ain't none of
ain't
that.
no crawfish. Ain't none of that. That's crazy because y'all give this $1 million back.
Like, fuck out of here. That's why I was like, nah. When I saw that, that's the thing that pissed me off. It wasn't an honorary degree. Fuck all that. That's cute. It was $1 million. $1 million?
That's wild. It's so much they're not gonna be able to do this upcoming school year now. Because look,
like the homecoming budget. Let's see what the homecoming. Let's see how their homecoming reveals look like. You know, the kids be getting hype off of homecoming.
Listen, they usually have the most current hottest stars. They finna have Durand. They finna have. They finna have all the throwback artists.
Little scrappy. It's gonna be a whole bunch of. It's gonna look like 2008 around.
They only getting Diamond from Crime Mob. They not getting the old Crime Mob.
Surf niggas.
Look, you ain't know their name.
Swag surf niggas. Talking about. I hate it here, man. This is stupid.
That's hilarious.
Dumb.
Homecoming is 2 days now, not the whole week. That's nuts. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Get his money back.
But nah, man. Let's talk about another serious topic before we go somewhere else. Rapper Bun B was recently involved in the trial. He wasn't on trial, but it was for the 2009 home invasion of a then 19-year-old who invaded his home in Texas. I mean, well, in Houston, Houston land area. Held his wife at gunpoint, and Bun was called to testify about the said situation. And you saw emotion come from one of our OGs. He cried on the stand, just explaining and having to relive that night and how he felt and the emotion and everything before I guess he was sentenced. I'm not sure the guy was. Yeah, he was sentenced.
Yeah, he was sentenced.
That was the sentence.
I think he got 40 years.
So Johnny, what's up?
First of all, I think Bun B, right? Let's look past UGK, the whole street code. We looking past all of that. Bun B is a man who is married, has been married to his wife for actually a number of years. I don't know the exact number, but for a very long time, right? So the woman that I love, that I'm married to, the mother of my children, was held at gunpoint. And you think I'm not going to sit here and like be sad about it? Like, you know how traumatizing that could be? Mm-hmm. So that's number one. That's number one. Number two, I saw a lot of discussion online about Bun B being on the stand against the guy that held his wife at gunpoint. I understand street culture, street politics, all whatever, but I don't see how this would be deemed as snitching or whatever stigma they're putting on it. It makes absolutely no sense to me. No sense whatsoever, because anybody do anything like that to any of my loved ones immediately, and I know who it is. I see your face, I know your name. Why would I not tell the police about it? I do not understand that entire conversation. It makes it makes absolutely no sense to me. No sense at all.
Yeah. 40 years is crazy, but I mean, he did the crime. I mean, I'm just thinking about that, but
yeah,
think about Bun B as a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I think rappers aren't allowed, no matter what their scope of rap is, to really be emotional. and the brand of rap that UGK and Bun B as a solo artist always promoted was a certain lifestyle. I'm not saying it's gangster lifestyle, but just a certain lifestyle, right?
Right.
So that's where I think a lot of that talk comes from. I look at Bun B as somebody that is kind of like an uncle, somebody that was outside, he did his thing, now he inside.
Yeah.
You talking about somebody that's 51.
Come on, man.
So, and you talking about his wife, where he had to relive probably one of the most traumatizing nights of his life.
Absolutely.
And to be considered powerless, helpless, in said situation to protect the person you're supposed to protect is traumatizing. So to relive that, I imagine that emotion comes out. But you know, I'm a rational person. I'm not gonna sit here and judge a man off his tears for anything because you don't know what that man's story is. So, but to know this, the tears are justified, right?
For sure.
Snitching, y'all niggas, shut up.
Dweeb.
Like, you're fucking nerd. Y'all nerds. Everybody goes home to a wife and a child at some point. And y'all niggas talking about a street code that y'all don't even live by. The minute they bring a McDonald's Big Mac in there, y'all niggas telling the story. I've seen First 48. So somebody doing a lot of telling because First 48 stay on. And how is it? And snitching involves the fact that he's in a crime as well. If I'm involved in the crime, if I'm involved in the life or in the crime or the robbery or the heist or the the scam,
right?
And I get in there saying, well, you know what, I wasn't the only one. Right? You know what I'm saying? That is snitching. But
perfect definition.
That man is a citizen.
Absolutely.
He's a citizen.
He's a citizen who was done wrong. His wife was done wrong.
He don't do nothing but flip burgers.
That's it.
That's what he do right now.
And go
flip burgers.
That's it.
Trill burgers. Shout out to Trill burgers.
Grassroots too. He been all over the festival circuit selling them burgers. So listen. If God for knock on wood, God forbid that I was ever in a similar position, I would do the exact same thing. The exact same thing. So to sit here and chastise Bun B, one for crying, doesn't matter where or what was happening, for crying, period. And then to say that he was snitching, it makes entirely no sense. And it just goes to show you how misconstrued or screwed up in the head or whatever it is, however you want to call it, the culture really is. This is a man who, like Ralph said, this is a man who was basically powerless against somebody who could have killed his wife, the love of his life, the mother of his children, the one of the many people that he would hold most dearest in his life, right? That's insane. That is insane. So I couldn't believe my eyes when I was reading the stuff that I was reading from people about this whole thing. I couldn't believe it.
The internet is not a real place, and even when Bun B ain't safe, that's crazy. Bun B ain't done nothing to nobody.
Not a thing. Not a thing. Like you said, all he been doing recently is going to, promoting Trill Burgers. That's all he been doing.
Yeah,
all he been doing, and loving on his wife.
Exactly, but. Man, our prayers and love is always with Bun B and his family, and I hope you guys are still healing from that situation.
For sure.
Speaking of old ass rappers, Method Man recently came out and said that he would not do SummerJam anymore because it's no longer their crowd. Johnny, it's a conversation to be had, brother.
Absolutely.
What you got to say, man?
I ain't mad at him. I am not mad at him. I wish I had the lineup in front of me, but from what I recall, the lineup for this year's SummerJam, I think Doja Cat was the headliner, and then I think Sexy Red was on there. Oh, Method Man and Redman were the oldest acts on the lineup for that festival, right? And even from the video of them performing, now again, I love the Rock Wilder. That's one of my favorite songs of like hip hop lore, right? And as old as that song is, if you're performing a song at a particular festival and you see nobody is really like rocking or paying attention for real in the crowd or really don't know the words, I would have the same sentiment as Method Man, because at what point do I say as an act, all right, you know what? This crowd is just too young for me. Crowd is entirely too young for me.
Yeah. Well, that's, I mean, yeah, it can be true. I don't know. It's so many things, so many conversations to have about this one quote from an OG, right?
Right?
You can talk about ageism in hip hop. You can talk about how New York is no longer the focal point of hip hop. You can have that conversation.
You could also have a conversation about why is there such a big gap when it comes to hip hop, right? Because when we were coming up, we at least had outlets to show us what the older hip hop was.
Exactly.
So,
and that was the third point. But it was just like nobody does the bridging of the gap anymore to really respect Method Man and Redman as MCs, because right now they just the niggas from How High.
Oh my God, that's true.
I mean, Meth continues to act, but Redman is such a recluse. You ain't know he was like one of the best lyricists we've ever had.
That's a fact. And a lot of these newer rap fans probably only know Method Man from Power.
Exactly.
And that's insane to think about.
But I mean,
I get it, but it's still crazy.
How many times have we looked up and seen an OG in something, and we always thought that was what they were known for? No, they were actually a great a great athlete, a great rapper, a great singer, or something like that. So no, it's quite on brand. It's just that I don't know if like you said, there are music outlets for that, but I wouldn't even blame it on the music outlets. I think it's us as a culture not bridging the gap more.
Okay.
Because I think that I had older cousins and things that like put me on like certain musical acts that I know who 8Ball is. I know who Scarface is. I know these guys. You know what I'm saying?
True. So I feel you on that. But do you think even with older cousins putting you on a certain acts and artists, having those outlets that reinforce those things, do you think that still plays a part in it? Because I mean,
it helps, but like if you're talking about me watching Yo MTV Raps in '92, I'm 5.
True. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But even okay, so
that's the thing.
I mean,
like
for sure,
I'm not watching that shit
for sure. But like, okay, I'm thinking about shoot, even I think an aspect of 106 and TRL was it helped in bridging the gap, right? Because they would have I guess at the time legacy acts on at some point.
Certain legacy acts, but it was always about new, young, hip. That's always those shows. That's why I wouldn't necessarily put it on that. Now there was musical programming for age appropriate stuff, but if you talking about like 106 and TRL, now that was for the teeny boppers.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'm thinking like MTV Jams,
that's what you're thinking about.
BET Soul,
yeah,
like that.
You think about Midnight Soul with Donnie Simpson, like you know what I'm saying. That's what you're thinking about, like you know what I'm saying. Like, I mean, but like even tying it to like a TV conversation, right? I watched those old school sitcoms because of Nick at Night, so that's an outlet that puts you on, but it wasn't promoted per se. It just came on after all that.
Yeah. But see, even true, that's big facts. And all of the legacy TV, it was all in one place.
Yes,
like it was like cable. It was there. Like you either go to channel 68, you go to channel 34. Like it's one of them, right?
I agree with you there.
It's one of them.
I agree with you there.
Now it's so many different. You got YouTube. You got 50 different streaming services. Like you got is the way to consume information is just too vast.
And this is the problem that I have, right? The problem I have with I guess this entire conversation is they have access to so much information.
Yeah. They as in the younger generation. Oh, gotcha.
So you can go easily Google like who's Method Man? Like you know what I'm saying? Like Siri.
You can.
Like,
you can.
Siri. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's different with us. Like we had to really go research.
We did.
Like who is this? Who is this guy? Why should I know him, Pops? Like you know, it wasn't no Ask G's wasn't even the thing then.
It wasn't.
So I had to go look it up.
Ask G's.
Go listen to a tape.
I remember that
a vinyl or something. Like what are you talking about? Shit.
Man, I got this cassette tape. Look,
right,
rewind it and listen to side.
Put this vinyl on. Put this vinyl on.
That's true. What's the equivalent of that today? Or just Google
a DVD. I don't know. Like, can you play a DVD?
That's crazy.
I know.
The fact that they got DVDs and the DVD players and like the Goodwill and shit like as antiques is crazy. I know a lot of tangent, I guess.
Yeah,
I know a lot. I know a lot of people have consoles now that play like DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff. So the obsolescence of the DVD player, shit, I guess even now Blu-ray players is just incredibly wild to think about.
Off the dome.
Let's do it.
What lasted longer? Was it VHS or DVDs?
If I had to guess, I would say VHS because I have older coworkers, right?
Yeah.
So we talk about like the transitions of technology. So
yeah.
I was unaware of Betamax.
Yeah, I heard of those.
Yeah, so Betamax was the thing around the time VHS became a thing, and VHS won that war.
Okay.
So VHS had a longer time span because even when DVDs first came out, VHSs were still being sold.
Yeah.
Now the DVD to Blu-ray transition was kind of crazy because I think Blu-ray got DVD up out of here a little bit after it was created.
It was like, and if I'm just using that in the entire argument, right? Because if I'm looking at it, it still tapes. Now that I think about it, now that you put that out there,
yeah.
But it's just like it was like DVD, HD, Blu-ray. Then Blu-ray is damn near gone because of streaming.
Yeah, exactly.
So
exactly. Hell, you got to think about this. I think it was earlier this year. Best Buy finally stopped selling physical copies of movies. Like that is insane to think about.
Yeah.
Like that's yeah.
That's wild, man. But let's speak of something else, man. Juneteenth is coming up.
Just gonna hit a round of applause just because.
Kendrick Lamar, Kenny,
Kung Fu Kenny,
doing the pop out. Ken and Friends concert will be live stream on Twitch and Amazon Prime live in Inglewood, California. Johnny, will you be popping out and showing niggas with Kendrick?
Hey, I'm gonna be popping out and watching it on Amazon Prime. Listen, first of all, shout out to Kendrick Lamar for even doing this.
Yeah.
The fact that he's doing it on Juneteenth, I think is an entendre in itself.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Now, of course, when it was first announced, I was a little sad because I would like to attend this in person, but LA, clearly I'm not traveling out there just for that. But with the announcement that it's being streamed, I am definitely grateful. But I'm looking forward to this. I am really looking forward to this.
A pop-up concert in less than 3 weeks. Shout out to you, Kendrick.
Man, look.
I feel like it's still part of.
Oh, look, this is absolutely still part of the beef. Absolutely.
I want to see what friends they're going to be there.
I know.
I want to see, and then Not Like Us. That's the only thing I want to watch. I don't care about nothing else.
You don't care about nothing else?
Listen, it's so deep. Like, I just want to see if the ground literally shakes through the TV when Not Like Us is played. Because this is the first time he's performing it.
Absolutely. It's going to be a man-made earthquake out there.
Yeah, it's going to be insane. It's going to be seismic. Point. Whatever y'all Californians get scared of, it's going to be that.
It's going to be that. Times 10. Probably.
Man.
Probably. Like, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Because the thing since Not Like Us came out is, like, when is Kendrick going to perform this? Now, clearly he won't be on tour probably anytime soon, maybe after the next album, whenever that is. So just thinking about whenever this song is going to be performed by him, because a lot of other people have performed it. But when Kendrick actually performs this song, especially for the first time, the world is going to be able to, the planet is going to be able to watch this simultaneously. Man, what? The every country on earth is going to be crip walking at the same time. Think about that. That's crazy to think about.
That is crazy. I like it.
I love it.
But no, I mean, I just love the concept of, beef aside, right? I just love the concept that one of our biggest artists is doing something like this.
Yeah.
On Juneteenth. And Kendrick always wants to rap blackity black, black, black. So it's so many entendres in this, but I'm staying focused on the fact that he's doing a pop-up concert. It's just gonna be Ken and Friends. I'm excited to see what that will look like for LA for them.
For sure. Now, give me one friend you think is gonna come out.
Baby King. No, it's just
like that's a layup. That's a layup.
Because I sure can't think of no. Like, I'm not saying Kendrick don't have friends, but like, say if Like That is performed, I would love to see a Like That performance.
Oh, man, what? For sure. For sure.
Future and Metro can definitely be there.
Man, me personally, I just want to see OT Genesis crib walk to it. I do. Like but I'm envisioning just a bunch of just California artists. Just hell, Snoop might even come out for real. Like it's gonna be, man. I don't know if they're going to be opening acts. I don't know if they're just going to be out there with them, maybe to perform a verse or a song or something. Like nobody knows how this is, how this is really going to go. But I'm thoroughly excited.
Yeah, definitely excited.
Thoroughly excited for this, man.
Yeah,
shout out to Kendrick.
Shout out to Kendrick. We definitely go see what's going on with that on June 19th because we all off that day.
Facts. 2 p.m. Central Time, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Yes.
In front of the TV.
Yes.
Let's do it.
So let's get to this last topic. I don't know if it's a blurred topic, but it can kind of feel like that.
Okay.
Pharrell Williams, blurred topic, birth segment. Pharrell Williams is coming out with a biopic film, but it's in Lego form.
Yeah.
The trailer released. I'm not gonna lie, Johnny.
Yeah.
Looks really good. Looks really good. Johnny, what you got to say about the new Piece by Piece film? Is a Pharrell biopic.
Okay.
I used both sayings.
You did.
Pronunciations of biopic.
Yeah, it's fine. It's all the same. We get it.
Enunciate.
All right. I'm just gonna say it. When I first saw the trailer, I get the concept. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about it. And I've been trying to think about it since it came out, but something about this doesn't feel right to me. I swear I've been trying to figure out. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'm not mad at a Pharrell biopic. I'm not mad at that because his story is one that is great in the story of music, not just hip hop, but in music, right?
Absolutely.
It's cool. But seeing it in Lego, just I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me. I don't understand. It's something deep down in my soul. It just doesn't sit right. I can't. I don't know. It just I'm not mad at the biopic. I'm not mad at that because that's a story I would love to see, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to see this shit in Lego.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Well, do you think because it's so star-studded? Is that the reason?
No. Because I mean, that's probably one of the best ways that you'll be able to have it so star-studded is to have it in some type of animation, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so no, it ain't
everybody not signing up for that.
Man, what? All I gotta do is record my voice and send it to you. Bet. So no, it ain't that. It's not that. I don't know. I think I would have enjoyed. Because clearly I'm still gonna watch it. And I'll probably enjoy it, but I think it would be better suited in live action documentary-esque form first and then translate it to Lego. I don't know. Maybe I just don't want to see it in Lego form first. I don't know. That I'm really trying to talk it out and understand it for myself, but something about it being in Lego just doesn't sit right. I don't like it.
Okay. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, it's just you would want to see a real serious adaptation first.
Yeah,
that's where that comes
I
from.
think so.
Okay.
I think so.
No, I get you. Because this is the thing, right? If we're going to talk about, okay, let's go here.
Okay.
By it being a Lego movie, you're going to have a lot of not like us people in there.
I mean,
because this is a hip hop story.
Yeah.
We ain't talking. He ain't gonna talk about none of them. Britney Spears tracks he did. There ain't gonna be none of that. You seen who they had the Legos made after? Snoop, Jay, Kendrick. Who else? Teddy Riley. It had Teddy Riley was probably the funniest one, but they had all the they selling it to us. But I mean, that's definitely part of his story, though,
yeah.
right?
Oh, for sure.
So it's kind of like, Lego has its own brand of film. So this fits within the Lego brand of film. Yeah. So that's why it's just like, it's going to definitely be a crossover hit. But if it was like a regular Pharrell film, I don't know how much it would definitely be on Tubi. I ain't gonna do it.
We ain't gonna do it like that. Okay.
It'd be on Max or something.
We'll give it a Max release.
Yeah, Max
probably
release.
Minimal promotion or something.
Yeah, it's like we'll look up like, oh, Pharrell got.
Damn, he there?
Oh, that's what's up. Let me watch this. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looks like Pharrell. They'll get Juneteenth playing, dude. That's crazy.
That's funny, but
I guess because I love Lego films, and then it is a hip hop story. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm definitely up for it. But I started thinking too much. Kind of like where we're at now, like how you was thinking about it. He's like, I don't know about this.
Something just
The reason why it doesn't fit well with me, it's a Pharrell story, but the Neptunes is so big, such a big story, but I mean a big entity of its own. And I feel like there's a beef with him and Chad about naming and everything going on right now. And then for this trailer to drop, and there's no mention of Chad. Now, granted, if you watch the film, you'll see like, you know, an Asian version of a Lego. So obviously that's Chad.
right.
But Pharrell didn't make all those beats by himself. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So it's kind of like, I feel like even though Pharrell has always been the biggest star of the collective, the NERD, the Neptunes and all that. Yes, Pharrell was the front man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But he didn't do everything by himself.
Absolutely.
I was there. I seen it. But Pharrell was always out front though.
Yeah.
So that's why. And then it's kind of like, okay, I'm putting too much on this because it's a fucking Lego film. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's a Lego film. I'm doing too much, right? And then now it kind of leans back to what you're saying. You would rather see a real adaptation first if we're going to do that. Because the reason why I love Lego Black Man so much because I done seen him be serious so much.
So much.
I don't see him be serious so much. Now he over here being goofy. You know
Goofy as hell.
It makes sense to why I love Lego Batman.
That's funny.
Because if I seen
true.
this and then you tell me go watch Dark Knight, nigga, what? I'm not watching. Oh, no.
I don't need to see
Or
that.
it's like, how can I take this serious?
Yep.
If I seen, like, imagine you seen 7 Lego Batmans before you see one.
But
real
see
one.
one real one? Nah, that's crazy.
You'll be like,
oh, this
nah.
wild. This
like,
wild.
bro. I can't take this dude serious, bro. But
even with bat nipples. Even with that shit, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But
now I wonder if having this film and Lego is somehow a workaround the beef that they're having now over trademarks and names and all of that kind of stuff.
I think it is with that, and I think it's just the fact that you're using all these big name artists in there. You couldn't do this with. It'll be so tough to do this in live action, like getting Kendrick or Jay or like Snoop would do it because Snoop would do himself. Like he'll be himself, like he don't care about nothing.
Facts.
But it's just like the certain people that he's using, it'll be very tough for that.
And this is also crazy because if you didn't have such a star-studded cast or just promote the stars that they're promoting, would we be as excited? Now we'll still be excited for sure. But would we be as excited for this in Lego form, not in regular form?
Yeah, because I mean, I don't need a Jay-Z voice to be excited about this. Like, I don't need that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I'll be excited.
Okay. I mean, I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you. But just doing this shit in Lego, it doesn't sit right with me. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I really tried to make it make sense on like. Maybe I'm just being biased, or I don't like it. I don't like it. Now I'll absolutely be in theaters to see it, but because I mean, shit, for the culture, I got to. And again, I'm not mad at a Pharrell biopic. I'm not mad at that at all. Like I'm actually pretty excited for that. I just don't like the fact this shit is Lego. Like this shit crazy. That is nuts. That's
maybe Pharrell doesn't have the story that needs to be told in real life.
It
might be too much,
and
it might not be enough.
That could very well be the thing. And also, I don't think I would be as upset if this was like regular animation. Something about it being Lego itself.
It pisses you off.
I can't tell you why, bro. I just fucking Lego. I don't want to see Lego for real. I don't want to see Lego Kendrick. I don't want to see Lego Snoop. I don't want to see that shit. That's stupid. It's dumb. I'm so all right. My bad.
Well, you know what? Clearly, I have nothing else. I ain't got nothing else to say after that. But we have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you gotta say, bro?
All right, man. Look, my bad. If you're on YouTube, we appreciate you for rocking with us this long. Hit the comment section because I really want to know what y'all feel about this Lego shit. And then let us know about any of the other topics we discussed today.
Yes,
hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and we'll catch y'all next week. Now, if you're on audio, you know what time it is.
OS Song of the Week.
Song of the Week. Listen, man. KAYTRANDA put out his new album. It's called Timeless. Any producer and artist.
You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.